Now return to Let's Play Tropico 6. Okay, we're gonna do some fun swapping and whatever. Okay, let's oh right. Let me get out this list because I've had this list here and I just didn't do a damn thing with it. Alright, let's let things go here. First of all, I want a restaurant down here. Because why not? Alright. Thinking out loud, perhaps we should praise, be more directed at a group of people who could stage a coup. Oh my. Pause a bit. You? Okay, and, you. Okay. Right. Let's get some stuff out of here. You, come over here for a minute. This is all going to be temporary, and then we're going to just, do whatever. Get you. Move you in right there. And that's one down. Alright. Church. Come over here a minute. Right. Apartment building. Places are kind of big. Okay. They, yeah, that's what I thought. You look at that, and you think, okay, no, those are bad guys. They're the ones working against me, and that is not true. Okay, I need you to move out here for just a minute. Right there. Actually, while we're at it, since I have such a dearth of people in the high school, I will go ahead and modernize you. That'll kind of help clean up some room there. Alright. I want to get rid of these things. That's one. Okay. Have you swap around that? No, wait a minute. Yeah, okay. We need you to move temporarily. Okay, well, you won't be facing in the right direction, but pause to move you up in here, give you more of a central platform. You know what? I guess we'll put this back over here. Alright, I want to move the customs junk over here for no real purpose, to be honest. Kind of wasteful, actually. But it just makes more sense to have that next to the port. And boy, I'll be happy to be done with this game so that it doesn't keep freezing like that anymore. It's really getting on the nerves. There. Little place for you. And we will be doing the same here. In fact, I was thinking maybe doing like an inspiring statue side by side. So let's look at that. Let's do like one of these approval things right here. And then we'll do an inspiring one right there. And then we will come in with our parks. And, sort of mirror that. Why not? Alright. So now that's a little bit more central to the plaza there. Kind of greens that space up. What's next? Alright, I'll do this one too. This one has been sitting here forever. I've been meaning to put something there, and I just cannot think of what I would like to put in there. Oh yeah, I want to move you too. So why don't we move you over here? And then I can move you to do this. And what I'd actually meant to do was put some of these up and along here. So why don't we do that? First, we'll put some parks. The thing I don't necessarily like about these, though, is just the way you got the relaxation part pointing outward. there something else I can do for that? Because I could put them... These are backpackers, and this is sort of the backpacker area. And like, I literally made this the area. Okay, you know what? We'll just do this. All the people walk into the Hagia Sophia will look in their backyard and see these people lounging. Whatever. Let's do... Can I get you nearby? Okay, that's one. What do I want to do? What? Oh, yeah. You're facing the wrong direction. How about get you facing that direction? What? Okay, that's a 4x. That'll actually fit just fine. Yeah. So you go there. You go here. You move back into place right there. And we'll just go ahead and do a little of this. Just use this awful gaudy looking thing. There. Okay. This spaces out the buildings just a little bit more and has actually left me some room. What did I move out of the way here? Leather. Finally got rid of that. We're not making cars. Battery, coffee, canned goods, rum. I'm importing rum for some reason, because I guess it was cheap. Can I export it because it's cheap? Gold. I'm turning gold into jewelry, I do believe. Smart furniture. Tobacco. Pharmaceuticals. Could do oil again. I don't know, at this point I really don't care. I just wish they would do something. 9,000. Spitter. Yeah. Okay. How big are you? I think you might be too big for that spot. Yes, indeed. Damn it. Damn it all. Well, what else do we have over here? Okay, first of all, we need to move some of this stuff. Wait a minute, you look like you're a 3x4. So if I were to move that, if I tighten that up, I could fit something in there. Get that down there. Or I could just put another one of you. Alright. I don't think these buildings look really good together. You know, I think that there's too much for the tall buildings, but it'll fit there. Alright. Yeah, let's get you out of the way. Why don't I just have you come over here? Yeah, that'll actually be a pretty good spot. Still fits with the farm. Yeah. And it's right by the rum. Because these are sugar plants, right? Yeah, they are. Perfect. Now, let's set these to proper for... Okay, increases hydroponics. Yep. No ranches in the area, so that will be fine there. Okay, that cleans that up. You know what? I guess that's where the opera house is sitting now. Maybe want to take care of that? Let's make sure I've got them all... no, I think they're probably all set that way now. There. Click on that so everybody gets a helicopter now. Okay. So we got some housing, we got some stuff here. I did mention that my plan was to sort of fix the road and make it actually work together. But it was once again coherent. Let's see if we can't maybe do something along those lines. And it's going to move this. I might just let that be how it is. So, what do we got here? almost 27 people. What are they, though? Well-offs. Many of them are well-offs. We got some rich. So we could probably get away with one tenement, one apartment, maybe two tenements. Maybe two of both. Okay. For now, I'm just going to move you out of the way so I can get my road in here. Move you up in here. It's obviously not where I want that to stay. Demolish that. Move you. I think I just demolished a bus route. Wasn't there one over here? Maybe not. Maybe I'm imagining that. I don't know. I don't remember anything anymore. You know what? It's been a while since I've used a big park. Let's use a big park. 3 by 1. Yeah. Alright. Now, if I want to continue... 105 would be here. Continue my street convention here. 105. Yeah, so actually this would have to go over 1. Which we can do. Now, you, how do you fit? Because you won't fit in that, but you will fit if I do something sideways. Which means that you are not going to fit there either. You will fit here. Alright. Curiosity. No, that doesn't fit perfectly either. Alright. Review again. Just keep picking it up, folks. Pick up my mausoleum and move it. El Presidente demands it. There's that. Okay. So let's get in. Do like a tenement there. How much could we? I mean, obviously we can get it there. I don't think I can go further back. Yeah, okay. Well, let's do this. Not logging camp. That is not at all what I want to actually be doing. Alright, then we come in. We give ourselves an apartment. And then we give ourselves a tenement. Pick the ambiguous green one. And we come in with the parks. Alright. A little bit better. Grab you. Turn you that way. We can keep you over here, why not? Though you would fit better elseways. Do something like that. Got another spitter. Family is incredibly important, and that's why I want so many divorces, to maximize the number of families. I mean, more tourism is more good, right? Although, both of these are bad. One hits the... Oh, wait a minute.
Good citizens of Tropico intend to vote for you, Presidente. I myself intend to vote for you many, many times.
Okay, let's try allowing them to vote, but let's do a little bit of a tax cut. Let's maybe see if we can't improve things. Okay, now maybe that'll help me a little bit. I guess I could also arrest my...
Who doesn't love exports?
I don't think we're doing electronics, actually. Maybe doing this right now would not be good. I wonder how long this hangs around until it just doesn't do anything. Because what it may allow me to do... Do we still have broke people in here? We got a couple broke people. not sure why. What happiness is down right now? Faith happiness is not as bad as it could be. Job happy. Okay, but we're not worried about that. Here in Tropico, we're not worried about... Oh, piss! You know what it was? It's because our happiness is lower than Caribbean happiness. It's too late now, probably. That won't get done. Shit. Oh, no. I don't need you to do that. Dang it. I think I hurt myself in the confusion. What the hell? Okay, I think we can go back down to Tropical first. Where'd all these people come from? Yeah. Okay, a little bit of variety, please. These people's lives are miserable. A little bit of happiness. Put that in the back of the mausoleum. Put that in the back of... there. Try and clean out some of these tenements. Slightly nicer places. Oh, hey, I can move these too, so they actually are within line of something. They're just hanging out here. And actually, I like that idea because then it allows me to come in with a park and add a little bit of nice variety. People's happiness is not so good. Alright, fine. Do a little square down here. I did get rid of the,
That
what's
was
it there?
a close one, Presidente. Apparently, some citizens need to be reminded just how much they love you.
Yeah, apparently. Yeesh. I blame the incredible influx of people suddenly. It's not good. Homes. I mean, homes? Okay, now we can do this. Boost our tropical... tourism. Okay, that keeps going down. They really need high school jobs, though. So what kind of jobs can we throw in here real quick? I mean, you know, if we look at the industry and all that, but I don't really... kind of done with that. I mean, we could keep boosting up research. We don't need to. I don't know, at this point I'm honestly kind of at a loss as to, you know, what might actually be necessary out here. I guess I can just start putting down a bunch more stuff again. You know, just kind of create a whole new setup out here. It's jobs, so... Alright. This whole corner over here will be nice now. I guess I could put a station down, just so this area gets covered. Let's do something a little different over here. Let's do a gazebo with a couple of these parks. And, another bank? Parks are built are wonderful. I agree. I wonder. I wonder if it'll let me just keep doing a multiplier effect on that.
It's time for Celebrity 60 Seconds on Canal Uno. Eden Morey left Tropico today stating that he wanted to spend more time with his nearest and dearest. And his family.
Yikes. Okay. Alright. So be it. We need the people anyhow, right? We need the people to have jobs. Apparently I get a little too crazy putting that stuff down. We're doing empty. No. You can't say I didn't make you some homes. I mean, I guess you can say that. You would be lying. You wouldn't want to lie to El Presidente, though, would you? Alright. Try and make them just slightly happier. And my trade deals must have really upset them somehow, because they're not friendly with me anymore. You know what? Let's do a quick little thing here. I think this whole thing is actually going to be problematic. Of course. Really? That's where it connects to? You're joking. Here I was trying to fix the damn road. This didn't do anything that I wanted it to do. This didn't do anything that I wanted it to do. There. So now are you going to be a pain? Ah, the roads. The roads, the roads.
Now play the game. El Presidente has officially licensed the new Tropico Everybody Loves Presidente video game. On sale now.
This still didn't work out. I was so worried about making it line up that it actually is the opposite of what I wanted this to do, and now I don't have a secure checkpoint here because they gotta go through both sides. Okay, well, I think I'm just doing more harm than good at this point, and just spinning my wheels. So, yeah, okay, right, fine. We'll just kind of let it go there. Oh, now you're in the way. Oh, come on, you bastard. There. Now it works. Anyway, right. So this is Tropico. This is what we became. Oh yeah, that little business building, what did I have you doing? Corporate business. Official business. Generates 5 based on efficiency of per employee. Generates 75 on base efficiency, oriented for conservatives. Oriented to the intellectuals, sure. Do I already have one of those? I don't remember. Progressive business, consumer business, corporate business. So you will be official business. Water coolers. Perfect. Power shortage. Again, still. No, now it's positive. Good. Market manipulation. Alright. I think we're all good to go there. Iron, nickel, logistics, drones, rubber. We can probably do rubber. Alright, yeah. Anyway, this is the little town. Didn't quite end up how I'd wanted it. Man, there's still a ton of people using the bus line, which is good, I guess, but, you know, considering that we got a metro right here, I was really hoping more people would use this to get around a lot faster. But man, those buildings are actually pretty tall, aren't they? Skyscrapers. Yeah, I just don't think, you know, if you're going to use these assets, they have to be spaced out, because they just don't look good together. There's not enough variety, for one thing. They don't have any difference in how they look, so that's kind of a big issue there. And we come out to the very poorly developed area, which is all touristy. It also didn't turn out quite how I'd hoped. Ooh, lots of people must have just come off the buses. I don't know. I kind of like it. I kind of like how everything turned out. I definitely do think that this is not the way the game is meant to be played. You know, obviously, it's meant to, you know, be played a lot of. There you go.
Great.
There you go. I forgot I could do that. Convincing talk. Yeah, why not?
Pleasure doing business. Now, I don't want to alarm you.
I don't have
but
enough
I'm
money in
going to
my
need a-
assets here, though. You know, like the default maps for these games are a bunch of islands that are much smaller in scale. You know, I set this up to be huge, and the default, I think, is medium scale on everything. So it's meant to be a little bit more of a struggle with your land and all that. +3 environmentalists, removes a star from Tropico. Cannot figure out this plays wacky looking money. I think I just tipped $1,000 for rum and coke. This lowers capitalist standing but raises the star. Oh, it's this guy again. Okay, we'll do that and do that. Sure, why not? So yeah, like the ability to just have one singular large island, and I could make it even flatter than this too. Although, you know, if you make it flat, then you limit yourself for wind power, which is not as good as it could be, but you know, it helps in a pinch, that's for sure. But yeah, like this grid-based city building thing, this is definitely not. I feel what Tropico is meant to be, or how it was meant to be played. But at the same time, you know, why not? This game actually does let you play sort of how you want to play, especially with the sandbox mode, and I like that. I like that it can be as difficult as you want to make it. Not just with, you know, the settings and all that, but you can put, you know, your own imposed limits on yourself. There really, unfortunately, though, doesn't seem to be much reason to risk pissing anyone off. You know, like, to be a real rogue state, it just seems really. There's no benefit to it. You know, it's just I don't actually understand why you would want to do that. It makes everything so much more difficult. So I guess that's sort of the
Do your civic duty and preserve water.
thing.
El Presidente
Okay.
isn't asking you to drink your own bodily fluids. Yet.
Right. This is gonna be another one of those things where he's gonna pop up and tell me, hey, we can conserve
Presidente
water
is
for
so
the
dry that dogs
Yeah.
are
conserve it for the people. $1 million. Excellent. Are we selling boats? Sell boats. Sell 9,000 boats. So yeah, like you know, I ended up making this game much easier for myself, I think, than otherwise it could have been. And we will make a modern museum art. I'm just going to pause. And you know, with the exploits in there, where you can exploit this whole industrialization and urban development combo, and just, you know, when you're in good money, you can invest it in real estate, and then when you're, you know, if you can survive the 5 years or the 2 years, then you can just sort of reap the investment by canceling all that money and pocketing it. I guess that's how we justify it. Like, we take foreign investment or something to build our real estate, and then we decide, oh, actually, no, we're canceling all the build contracts and we're just pocketing the money. It's weird, though, that I mean, from a programming side of things, I guess it would be a little bit more difficult. Each building would have to, you know, understand, it would have to keep in its memory that it was built during a time of, you know, 50% costs, so that when you delete it, it then only refunds you the money back. That's the only way they could fix that exploit, which is possible. It is possible that they could do that, because they said that there is every little person is actually simulated in the game. That is why it's capped at 2,000 initially. You can set it all the way up to 10,000, but just because it runs all the simulations of everybody, you know, it's got that cap. So it is, I think, possible that it could put a marker in each building of when it was built, and that would wipe out that exploit. But you know, I guess it doesn't hurt anything, right? Unless you're doing this competitively, and I don't know who plays Tropico competitively, but yeah. So anyway, why don't I swap over and we'll look at a different city here. Alright, so this is Egyptico, named because I had to get the pyramid and the Sphinx over here to unlock the Presidente customization. But this is my little touristy island. This was going to be my touristy island, then I saw this and I was like, oh hey, that'd be better desert area for Egypt. But you can see, you know, I mean, you lose so much more land mass, but here, even this is pretty sizable for what I've got, and it helped lend itself very well to this whole layout here of the fields and whatnot. And the difference between this one and the last, the main Let's Play island, I guess, is that I sort of built this as I went. Like, instead of getting rid of a lot of stuff and replacing it and upgrading it, I just sort of built as I spread out here. So the only exception to that would be like here, because this was the initial housing area that we all started out with. But so, you know, I've just kind of built as I've gone, and it's been a lot more organic, and I feel like that's definitely given a different feel to the city. It's posed different challenges, too, having me put housing out near the jobs and keeping some gaps and all this stuff. I really underestimated the use of the manure spreader, because when you lower down the pasture prohibition and all that, it really actually limits a lot of how much you get, especially with like the farms in the beginning, the colonial era. It's actually very helpful to just get as much as possible. But in particular, like down here, you know, when you've got a battery of plantations that you need together, and it doesn't make a lot of sense to have the varied you know, multiculture going on, planting one of these down just helps so much. And in particular, that's really good for combos with like pineapple, because not that one. Pineapple has this pollination parcel thing where it increases other pineapple plantations. So really, you know, if you set aside all of your land for early plantations and whatnot, it really helps out so much. Just adding combos on combos. That's another thing I like about this game, is that there are so many different combinations you can use together, so many modifiers that overlap each other. It gets a little bit overwhelming at times, but if you know what you're doing, if you have a plan for that early on, it really helps. So here these are all tobacco plants. I just needed more tobacco early on, and they're all at good efficiency because they've been kept that way. But yeah, so like for the difference here was basically that I just started out making money with a bunch of crops, and then once I got into the World Wars era, I started making the industry specifically for those crops. And by the time I swapped into the third era, the Cold War era, I had 800 grand. Obviously, I've spent a lot of that money because I've been building this and doing these other plants out here, the nuke plant and the prison and all this stuff. But like I had almost $1 million going into the Cold War era, just focusing purely on building industry as I needed it, getting the people in, giving them a few things, building a block of stuff specifically directed towards them. It was a very different experience. I think that during the Let's Play, I was focusing too much on trying to make a city. And, this one being just a little bit more slapdash definitely provided, I don't want to necessarily say more fun, but I definitely could have accomplished the Let's Play in about half the time if I had just done it this way, because I was a lot more comfortable going into the transitions for each of the eras in this one. It also helped that I picked different wonders, like I picked the Brandenburg Gate. That helped a lot with the political stuff, because with this one, no one can have extreme political views. I picked the Eiffel Tower again, because just the ability to spread influence via your radios and TV stations is just really hard to beat. And then obviously I would have continued picking the other, like the castle here and probably the Colosseum for making things really easy. But because I wanted to unlock the whole Egyptian pharaoh outfit, I went with the pyramids and the Sphinx over here. But I like this too. I like how this came out. This is a tourist destination. I initially set everything in here as tourist only, and that's how I knew not to do that in the Let's Play, because there's nobody in here, as it is already, and when you set it to tourist only, nobody's in here. So all of this stuff basically became local, and as you can see, I've got lots of local people who work over here. So that I don't know, that aspect I think needs a little bit of work. And unless there's something that I personally am just completely missing with the tourism thing, and I think that's probably true. But the way to get people to come here in droves so that all of this is full, that you can then justify tourists only. I don't know if maybe there's a thing where if you do tourists only, then it will bring more people here, because they'll be like, oh, well, the locals aren't here, this is a tourist destination. Or if it's just a thing where you need the celebrities to come, and then they give you their ratings, and you need your campaigns or whatever, because there are well, there's fantasy reviews. There's something else. I could have sworn there was something else to get people to come, kind of boost your tourism rating. Well, anyway, yeah. So I don't know. It definitely has a lot more in it than the very first Let's Play of this game that I did. So in that regard, I think that this has become a pretty solid game. I think they're pretty much done with it too. I actually read a rumor that Tropico 7 was going to be in development by the end of the year. So whatever they've done, I think this is now the final form of the game. And yeah, here's the concert hall, the concert stage that I just put here. This doesn't actually show a concert when you start one. It just sends these helicopters off to parks, like the blimp, like I was talking about. Kind of disappointing. I mean, why would you have this otherwise? But yeah. So I don't know. Maybe if you get like that country western celebrity I had to live here, maybe he'll hold concerts or something. And I don't know. But yeah. So fun game. I'll end it here. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next Let's Play.